France will enforce a month-long nighttime curfew in Paris and 8 other major cities and towns aimed at fighting the coronavirus second wave, it was announced tonight. The capital will now shut down for 9 hours from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m., in a bid to stop the disease circulating, said President Emmanuel Macron on Wednesday. This strict state of emergency measure was also applied to Lille, Rouen, Saint-Etienne, Toulouse, Lyon, Grenoble, Aix-en-Provence and Montpellier. All bars, restaurants, theaters and similar businesses will have to shut at 9 p.m. sharp from Saturday, said Mr Macron. Meanwhile, Italy saw its highest ever daily spike with 7,332 new cases today, while Belgium has warned that intensive care units will hit capacity by mid-November. In Spain's Catalonia, bars and restaurants were shut down today while schools are closing again around Europe amid tougher restrictions across the continent as leaders face their nightmare scenario of a COVID-19 resurgence on the eve of winter. The Spanish region centered on Barcelona has closed bars and restaurants for 15 days in a painful but necessary measure after adding nearly 11,000 cases in the space of a week. In a live TV interview on Wednesday evening, France's Macron confirmed that France was now being hit by the second wave. "This virus that we have known from the beginning and which has struck us for 8 months, is coming back," he said. "We have not lost control. We are in a situation which is worrying and which justifies that we are neither inactive nor in panic. It is equally worrying in other European countries, such as Germany, which is also taking restrictive measures. Spain and the Netherlands are also in a very worrying situation, and have taken very restrictive measures in recent days." A state of health emergency in France was previously declared in March in response to spiraling infections as the first COVID-19 wave hit. Mr Macron said this state of emergency was now set to be reintroduced, along with the other tougher measures, from Saturday. It followed the number of COVID-19 infections rising by 26,896 in 24 hours on Saturday, a record since widespread testing began. Mr Macron's last major TV address was on Bastille Day, July 14, and since then the wearing of face masks has been made compulsory. France first went into strict lockdown in March, when all bars and restaurants were closed, and people need passes to go out for an hour. But an expert panel set up to evaluate France's response to the pandemic reported on Tuesday that there were clear failures of anticipation, preparation and management. There were particular problems with a shortage of face masks early on, and the authorities were slow to introduce testing. Martin Hirsch, the head of the 39 hospitals in Greater Paris, warned, by around October 24, there will be a minimum of 800 to 1,000 COVID patients in intensive care, representing 70 to 90% of our current capacity. Mr Macron said unemployment emergency wages of 100% for the employer will be reactivated during the curfew in the leisure sector, to include hotels, cafes and restaurants. Employees would get 84% of net wages, said Mr Macron. Mr Macron said he did not want people going bankrupt because of this curfew, as was the case during lockdown. Those caught on the streets after 9 p.m. and before 6 a.m. will be subject to fines equivalent to £122, €135, rising to £1,353, €1,500, for repeat offenders. Despite this, night public transport will continue during the 4 weeks of curfew, with passes allowed for essential workers.